Great Spirit, I call on you and I ask you to bring us guidance for the viewer. Give us an energy snapshot of the energy surrounding us, our energy, the guidance that you may have from any of the directions, and from our masculine and feminine aspects, so that we would find unity, peace, joy, compassion, and love with each other, that we would find unity once more on this plane. I love you so much, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, Life. I thank you for every breath, for every day here on this earth, for every month, for every year, for everything I've experienced. I'm supremely grateful for this life, and I just wanted to let you know how grateful that I am. I don't tell you enough, but you are deserving of every single time and so much more. Thank you for all the pleasure, all the struggles, all of the hardships, and all the triumphs. Thank you for it all, Great Spirit. Thank you for your love and compassion, for your unconditional love, and your grace and your patience with us all as we learn, as we grow. We ask that you would hold us in your heart of hearts as we go through this transitionary period as a people, where we are once more remembering the truth of who we are and the diseased power structures of our global elite ruling class begin to crumble, and we come home together once more. Great Spirit, we ask that you would forgive us our debts as you forgive our debtors. And we ask that you would have grace, Great Father, Great Mother, and forgive those who know not what they do. And bring your grace and your love and your compassion into the hearts of all peoples, that they would be reminded of who you are, of the strength, of the peace, of the beauty, of the joy that resides within each and every single one of us. Even those who may have done horrific things and terrible things, we pray with grace, that with your grace, Great Spirit, they would remember themselves in truth, and that we would all heal together. Hom Mitakuyasin, Hom Mitakuyasin, Hom Mitakuyasin. Okay, let's see what we got here. How funny. I had a card flip up while I was opening space, and I'm gonna take it. I don't know what it's for, but I'm gonna put it off to the side. It says double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. So initially what I'm getting right off the bat is just that Spirit's saying to be unapologetically yourself, and to shower yourself in self-love, and to let who you are be enough, and that your uniqueness is what makes you special. That's what makes you perfect, is your imperfection. Beautiful energy to start. I'm just gonna set this off to the side. You know what, actually, I've been called to change a little bit of the outlook or the structure of the reading here today. So yeah, I'm getting real clear guidance on that. I want to do a masculine and a feminine energy to start us off, to be like an example of the energies on both sides of us right now, and then we'll come back into at the end for the energy of the unification of that masculine and feminine, the guidance for that. So this is what I'm getting, is that this is supposed to be the feminine side. Okay, so we're going to put that on our feminine side here on the left. And Great Spirit, do we have any guidance here for the masculine energy? What is the masculine energy that is surrounding the viewer? That's the one, okay. The moon, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put that down there. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Okay. Great Spirit, can you give us some energy for the east, for the south, for the west, and for the north and then we'll move into above, below, and within, see what we have there. What do we got for the East Great Spirit? Nope. I heard wanting to, but oh, there we go. East, Three of Wands. What do we got for the South Great Spirit? Queen of Pentacles in the South. What do we got for the West Great Spirit? Oh, I'll take them. It's two that came out. The Seven of Cups and the Hermit in the West. In the North, what do we have, Great Spirit? We've got the Five of Wands in the North. Very interesting. Okay. That's all that we got for the Kiapacha, the here and now, which is, for me, my understanding of the East, the South, the West, and the North is like almost like an understanding of space-time. And then the above, below, and within is like the higher and lower dimensions coming back into like almost like an infinity sign connecting back to itself, but like a multi-dimensional sphere. We're adding additional depth to the four directions by adding the spaces of above, below, and within. And what do we have for above Great Spirit? We'll call it to the star families. Do we have any information from y'all? What is our energy surrounding us? That's it. Baby steps from above. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Beautiful energy from above. What do we got for below Great Spirit here? Could you give us something from below, from the deep earth? That's the one. What you want wants you. It's funny, when I was shuffling these cards, this card came out before this reading as well. So double confirmation that's the right card. That's from below. And what do we got from within Great Spirit? Great Spirit. What do we got here? Big Dog, Old Man Coyote. What do we got here, Big Dog? Mama, you got some energy for me, Ma? That's the one. Okay. Negalia Ponya. There's two pandas on here, and looks like, I don't know what those animals are. They look like little mini foxes, sort of. So 2442 could be important. Also, she's got the flower of life across her forehead. Okay, we'll get in back to that. I'm not sure on this one. We're gonna read into it intuitively, and we'll check with the book as well. Ooh, come on, Mama. Give me just a second, okay? There's a few minutes, Mama Wida. You could cool out on the wind, that'd be great. If not, it's all love. Either way. Bear with me, y'all. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Interesting. Okay. It's really interesting here. For the feminine, I got double mission, and for the masculine, I got the moon, which is so weird because the moon is almost always associated with the divine feminine and like the womb of creation and the emotions and the kind of connection to the great mystery, which is almost a lot of times leaned into towards more of an understanding of the divine feminine. But I also see something that's really interesting. It says double mission on this card, and this one, it has the two dogs here, which sometimes I consider like a dog and a wolf. It's like the domesticated and the undomesticated version of ourself. And it also has the sun and the moon together up here on the moon. It looks like the moon is sitting in front of the sun, and that they are like in union in this card, which is really interesting. I've never noticed that before, even though it's right in front of us. Yeah, so interesting. And that's what I'm getting out of this, at least from the masculine side, is that your masculine has come into union with your feminine, and that this is allowing you to step into your mission, your double mission actually, as a light worker, starseed, and to serve the world through both your masculine and your feminine presence. And that's really what I'm getting out of these, is that there's just a strong union that is already happening, and it's happening through following your emotions, through connecting with the moon. That is what is pulling, if you are a masculine, that's what's pulling your feminine into you. And if you are a feminine, working with the sun as well with your masculine aspects is also what is attracting the masculine, the divine masculine, to come into union internally. And this is also a reflection that this is coming into internal union, that this could be coming into union as well in your external reality. And this is just like really a reflection of the internal work that has been done and the space that has been created in this union energy. And also I'm getting here that there may be a connection that you're connecting with that is more than just like a connection for companionship. Like there is an actual mission that you guys have that's written in the Akashic records, basically, that is a soul contract that has been decided before this lifetime, that you would come together at this time once you both found that state of internal union. And so that's really kind of the guidance that I'm getting from these two cards, just the base energy that we're sitting at. So that's a really great space to start. Oh. Sorry, the wind's blowing these cards everywhere. Gotta go chasing them. And then from the east, we have the Three of Wands. And the energy that I get of this is like almost like a looking out and a longing for something more. And I think that that's what this new beginning is calling for. This energy to your east is like asking you to dream bigger. Like, the Spirit's like, you're not dreaming big enough. My daughter, my son, kiddo, we're all God's children, and God's saying, dream bigger, that I have the whole world in front of you, and I want to be able to bring that in for you. And I feel like it's just this reflectionary period of almost like looking at where you've been and like how you had dreams based off of who you were before, but now you have been, from my understanding, been completely reborn, and Spirit is asking that you reassess those dreams, you reassess those goals, you reassess that direction, and understand what is important to you moving forward in this next phase, where you do serve the world by being yourself, and you're no longer wearing a mask. So really check in and make sure that those dreams and those goals and the outlook and what you're going towards is from your heart of who you truly are, and not any of the masks that had been worn prior to this point. And then from the south here, we got the Queen of Pentacles, which is like very earthly energy for me. It's like it's like a Earth Mother, like really having control of all of your material things, your earthly things, very grounded energy. And so that's what I'm getting right now from the south, is that like your adolescent experiences and your traumas and a lot of the things that you've been through, you're now being the queen for this inner child energy. You're holding the space. You're supremely grounded. You have everything taken care of for your inner child. Like you're protecting them now. And that's what I'm getting from this energy from the south, is very Queen of Pentacles, very protective to your inner self. And then from the west, which is like the maturation, going within the heart cave, it's like adulthood. So the energy of adulthood looks like you got lots of choices here, lots of choices. And that's what I get out of the Seven of Cups, is that there's choices. And some of them have jewels, some of them have what looks like a crown, like a Caesar's crown. One of them has what looks like maybe a ghost. One of them has a magic handkerchief type of thing. One has a snake in it. One has like a gargoyle, one has a castle. So Spirit's saying there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming in, a lot. And you need to trust your intuition, you need to trust your discernment, you need to trust your guidance from Great Spirit above all else at this point. Your internal clock, your internal direction, your compass, excuse me. And that's also with this Hermit energy. Spirit wants you to use that energy that you've found through your hermit phase, through going within, through deep diving into the cave of the heart, through channeling that jaguar energy, that bear energy, just coming out of that hibernation internally, and you hold the light now. Spirit is asking that you follow your own light and your own internal guidance, and the guidance from the light that you found from going through the incredible darkness that you had to find a light within you that cannot be extinguished. Beautiful energy. And then in the north, in the completion, energy, and also like the area of like death and finalization, we have the Five of Wands, which is very fiery. Basically, this is a big fight. This is a big shit show. So that's what I'm getting, is that it's an end to the shit show. It is a death to this energy. It's a completion to this energy, that there's been so much fighting everywhere you go. Everybody's hitting you with these fucking sticks. Everybody's trying to fight with you, and you're just like, it's finally over. That energy has completed. It's come to a resolution. It has passed. There has been a ritual death process that has been experienced for this energy in your life. And yeah, what better energy for the north in completion? And yeah. I'm also getting something I've never gotten before, but that it's like you're standing here in the middle, and this is an interpretation I've never heard, but it's like these are all your ancestors around you, and they're fighting everything off around you. And it's like an energy of you got backup that you don't even understand, from all different dimensions, from all different timelines, from all the way up your family tree. But you know, you've got the big dogs, and you come from a long line of big dogs, big cats, whatever you want to. You come from giants, all right? And you got the backing of these giants all around you. And anybody that's going to come up against you, it's not going to prosper those weapons for them. Trust me. They're going to get smacked down with a big stick from the ancestors around you. So understand that, cross watchers. Okay. From above, we have baby steps. And this is the guidance from star families, from star connections that we have, and it's interesting. It's like almost like an avatar, like floating mountains here, and then there's a portal up there that it looks like they're about to walk through, and it looks like there's multiple people walking up. It might even be the same person in multiple phases. So I think that's what it's really calling for, is like not to try to go up every single step at once, to take these steps slow, to enjoy, to revel in the process every single day, every day. Enjoy it. You know? And it's not about getting to some goal. People don't, I say this a lot, people don't helicopter to the top of a mountain and like, wow, what a great view. Yeah, they go hike it, because it's the view. It's the hike and the trouble and the difficulty that makes the view at the top like, wow, that's great. It's the hike that makes the view worth it, you know? And it also brings me to the only peace that you have at the top of the hike is the peace that you bring with you up there. So Spirit really wants you to understand that it's not about getting to some destination. It's about enjoying the journey. And if you don't enjoy the journey, you're not going to enjoy it when you get to the destination, because you won't be in a state of joy. You're trying to get somewhere, and then you'll have joy for half a second, and then it'll be gone because you're looking to somewhere else. The more that we can look to have our goal be the present moment right now, what I'm doing, and be with that in love, it's going to lead us to true fulfillment. So also, Spirit is cautioning, or is asking, that you follow your guidance before it makes sense. Yeah, it's something on the card here. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. That you're being led, but logically it doesn't make sense. But your heart knows where to go. Trust your heart. Let your mind just breathe into it, and relax as much as possible. Something I always reflect on, that I know to be true, at least for myself, is that when we rely on the intellect alone, it will lead us astray. The intellect is supposed to be a tool that is grounded and anchored within the heart. The heart is our leader. We use the intellect to assist the heart. And then when they're in union, which is, to me, the mind is the masculine, and the heart is the feminine. The feminine leads in regards to direction, but is also assisted with the masculine. And it's like when we're in one or the other, if you're just in your heart, following your heart, you can get lost. That's why it's important to have the intellect in there. But if you're just in your intellect, which is what most of humanity is right now, you also get lost. So it's about that like connection and that union. And it's bringing that duality into unity. So I literally will picture it, like where my awareness is. A lot of people think of their awareness and it's like, oh, it's right here, like around my head. Or I try to, if I ever find that, I move my awareness into my heart. I move my awareness from my thinking mind into my heart. And it's important to understand, friends and family, that your heart has a brain. It has 40,000 neurons, I believe, in it. It also has a brain. And your heart is actually something that is able to see into the future and to feel other people around you. Your heart signature can feel the signature of other hearts and things before they happen. There's research that has been done where the heart is able to predict events up to 10 seconds before they happen. So it's important to understand also that in the center of the mind and the heart is where we find the present moment. The mind is always looking into the past, and it's using all of the things that we've learned in the past to try to project the future. And then the heart actually feels into the future. But when we use them both, when we come into union with the mind and the heart, it pulls us into the eternal now, the eternal present now, which has always been, which is where we truly have never been apart from. And when we're in our mind or where we're just in our heart, we're living outside of the present. So it's important to come into union so we can find stillness in the here and now, which is where all joy, all compassion, all truth, all peace, all of the things are found. It's all that truly exists. Okay. And then what do we got for below? What you want wants you. And what I'm getting is that there is a spiraling into infinity right now. And that it's almost through your detachment, like not really caring if it comes to pass. You're like, whatever, like I'm happy regardless. And this is what has allowed this to energy of your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, the things that you truly want. It has allowed them to be magnetized to you because you decided this is what I want, but also I don't care if I get it or not. And through that releasing of it, it has magnetized that to you. And now it's like, because you don't care, all the things that you wanted want you. Like crazy. Yeah. And that's the energy that I'm getting from below, is that this is like almost like a well of energy that is now rising up, that is seeping out, like fresh water that is coming up out of the ground, of everything in your life that you had wanted to pass, but you were so attached to for the longest time. Like, oh, I hope this really happens. Oh no, what if I don't get to my dreams or my goals? And then it's like you got to a point where you're like, fuck it. Whatever, I'm just gonna love who I am. And if it happens, cool. If not, cool. It's all cool either way. And then bingo, it has arrived. The well of eternal life is rising within you, and you have found the truth of yourself. And I'm being called to just go into the book here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you the card one more time. Negalia Ponya. Okay. What do we got here? I'm going to read the whole thing. They're saying read it, so I'm going to read it. Spirit says, I do. This is your ship right now, Spirit. You run it how you want. Okay. With hope in your heart, you will activate the helpful spiritual intelligence needed for creative healing resolution. No matter how great the odds may seem, difficulty will be transformed into opportunity and soulful manifestation. New possibilities will arise from that which is outmoded. Though you will spontaneously manifest fierce compassion if required, an underlying gentle approach will conserve your energy and attract all necessary resources to you. You are destined to evolve beyond a problematic situation into a more abundant, restful, and supported reality. So gracefully at home, climbing amongst the forest bamboo, Red Panda is known as the Negalia Ponya. That must be the little things I thought were foxes. Nepalese for bamboo-footed. Both species of panda, the black and white giant panda and rather more aerially inclined red panda rely on human conservation efforts to offset the threats to species survival, to hunting and degradation of habitat. Pandas invite us to treasure the interrelationship of humanity and the animal kingdom. Panda can evoke humanity's growth into consciousness, constructive and creative guardians of Earth and her many creatures. In connection with Panda, we can reflect on how to best contribute to society and our planet, where we can acknowledge and offset the impact humans have on the environment, and how we can live more cooperatively within the planetary rhythms of Mother Earth, something which indigenous peoples have long understood and demonstrated. There is hope for Panda while there is hope in the human heart. Humans have demonstrated a willingness and a capacity to work towards repairing damage, an expression of the resilience and reparative intelligence of nature herself. The medicine of Panda encourages hope and invites acknowledgement of the goodwill and intelligence that humans can generate, replacing hatred with hope for humankind. The oracle invites you to cultivate faith and build your energy reserves steadily, knowing that you will be able to surmount any issue of concern. Through connection to your heart wisdom, a negative trend will naturally be reversed, and a new path from surviving to thriving will be created. Giant pandas are gentle creatures. They need plenty of food and rest to receive. The soul medicine of Panda is a call to embrace nurturance and give vulnerable parts of us the love and attention they need. Giant pandas need quiet time so their heightened sensitivities are not overwhelmed. They thrive with sufficient space and peace and quiet, and can otherwise feel stressed and threatened. Pandas remind us of the essential restorative, life-affirming peace of nature. If there's too much happening within you or around you, finding ways to retreat into peace of mind is important when Panda makes an appearance. So, two is taking some time out for personal space and allowing yourself to dictate the level of social involvement that you feel comfortable with at this time. It may be less than usual. Panda has some social interactions, but is largely a creature of solitude. Soul medicine of the giant panda can teach us how to recognize when we need to take time out for ourselves, and how to step back from social engagements to nurture and replenish our energies without guilt or fear. Red pandas are similarly solitary and have a mild temperament, but with quite a bit of when need be. One ought not be fooled by the panda's soft and fluffy appearance, nor should you or anyone else underestimate the power of your anger when roused. As a soul totem, Panda can help embrace their gentle side without becoming a pushover. Even setting boundaries or navigating a fierce dispute can sometimes be best accomplished through gentleness. Yet sometimes a bite may be the panda's preferred method of negotiation, but that is only when absolutely necessary or when overly stressed. If you have lost touch with your gentler side and have become snappish, Panda can remind you to reduce your stress and tend to your need for quiet and peace. If you need to put your foot down and assert a strong and clear boundary, do it. If you are going through a rough time where you need to be strong and external factors are making it difficult to reduce stress, remember that you can be kind and gentle with yourself. During those times when life events are out of your hands, we can forget that we still possess spiritual agency. We may feel that we have no choice but to act in a certain way, yet we always have a say over the quality of our experience on the path to resolving problems. We can choose a harsh or aggressive response, but it may be not good for our health to do so, nor necessary to accomplish the best results. If we remember that this is just one choice, then we can consider adopting a more peaceful approach to resolving various issues that may require the spiritual growth of our capacity to steady our emotions without repressing them, quieting our minds through spiritual practice to sense higher guidance, and taking time to contemplate spiritual presence through being in nature. These seemingly soft approaches to spiritual growth can strengthen us profoundly, increasing resilience without hardness and inspiring us to move in empowered and creative ways. On the shamanic soul path, there will be times when you must confront truly deep inner pain to heal and to continue on our life path. Rather than becoming stuck in the past, it takes tremendous courage to do so. Acknowledge this and realize how strong you are. Although you have been taught that to be strong is to be stoic, you can be aware of your vulnerability, take care of yourself, cultivate peace and hope in your heart, and still tackle issues like a complete badass. Do not lose hope. Stay connected with your heart. You are strong enough to be gentle, and when gentleness won't cut it, you will definitely demarcate your space with fierce compassion. Whoo! Yeah. Oh man. And it's asking that we do an affirmation healing process here, and I'm going to read it. So if you're still with us, feel free to repeat after me or just soak the energy in. For the spiritual benefit of all beings, I embrace this moment of sacred rest. In this moment of restfulness, I choose to trust that all needs will be provided for with generosity. Through divine wisdom, compassion, and mercy, may all hearts know deep and true peace. And so it is. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, who resides within each and every single one of our hearts, the Most High God, Allah, Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, whatever you would like to call it, it is not separate from you. It is what you are. I love you, family. Have a wonderful day. I hope.